Winter is here. The sky is grey. It's glum, it's miserable, it's damp, it's wet, it's cold, and the wind's coming. However, there is a ray of light in Yorkshire at Jimmy's Fireworks. Here for a few little bits for New Year, not a massive amount, but they have refreshed a few little pieces here and there. So I'll take you around the shop again. We'll have a look at some of the rockets, certainly for like New Year. And there's a few little cakes as well that have changed around, so we'll have a look inside. I'll start over towards the rockets this time. So they do rocket packs as well. But yeah, the big ones for New Year, you can't really go wrong with them. I've pretty much tried all of these, I think with the exception of maybe Stardust and Solar Flare. So if you want high impact, and these are the closest things you'll get to professional shells, they're basically a big shell contained within a rocket motor. So yeah, you won't go wrong with any of these. So these are the prices here. So they are expensive, but if you've got like a nice finale and you really want some massive bursts and some good hang time, then you're not going to go wrong with any of these. The good thing is they've put loads of QR codes on as well. I don't know if you'll be able to scan them off my video or not. Maybe if you pause it you might be able to, and then it'll link to the videos, but they are all phenomenal. And they're all 1.3G, so maximum amount of flash powder in there. Yeah, Puma, that was a good one. Code Rainbow was nice. Sky Thrill is one of the older ones, but it's a good seller, that one. Along with the King, if you like your nice big willows. Phenomenal. Always use the tubes though. You do not want any of these to detonate on the ground, so make sure you got plenty of safety distance as well. Nice little red ball head there. Never had that one. It's 3 inch, is it? Looks like it. 3-inch ball head rocket. If you like noise, then as that, they're not kidding, it's probably the loudest rocket I've ever fired. And if you live like I do, with somewhere that's got a few hills, you'll get a double bang when the echo comes back and hits you. Great fun they are. And then yeah, you've got these ones down here. So they do the rocket packs, like I said. They're all the same. So if you want an assortment, then you've got all sorts. So you've got your Hawk type rockets there, and then you've got your slightly smaller ones with some good ball heads there. That's a fantastic little pack, the Super Whirls. And then if you want pro effects there, you've got the VSR2s 1.3G, 2-inch ball heads. That pack there with the Sky Hunters, they've won awards. Some Black Cat stuff there as well, and then some Vivid an award-winning company as well. And then this is a nice assortment here, because you've got big and slightly smaller, but they're all sort of pro level effects in these ones. Sky Hunters have won awards, the King, massive willows. Sundowners have got good spread as well, and then the Black Hawks, any type of Hawk rocket, they break quite low, but that makes the effect a lot bigger. And then the ball heads, you can't go wrong with a good ball head rocket, I don't think. Another bigger, higher end one there. So your Vipers and your Sundowners, again, bigger payloads than your Hawk type rockets. Ideal for New Year. I've got a neighbour that just fires rockets for about 20 minutes every New Year. I'm more of a cake man. But if the weather's right, I don't like firing rockets in high winds, and this time of the year you're just in the lap of the gods sometimes. That's a nice little pack there. Some lovely colours in those Hallmark ones. Night Party, All Night Party. And then we've got these so more Hawks there, Black Hawks, Saturn V's, even the small ones, quite punchy, quite colourful. Quite surprised by those. Slightly smaller pack, but still very good performance. And then they do the actual selection packs, so we'll go small to large. See Super 6 if you've got a smaller garden, Be absolutely fine. Oh, they're sold out. Sorry folks. Next one up then, Thunderblast. If you like your noise, that's a good option from Paramount. Saturn V if you like colour. You've got a slightly smaller garden. It's worth considering. The Mega Rockets from Epic's home brand, so you've got a fantastic amount of selection there. Keep you going if you want a slightly longer duration and you're into your rockets. VSR2's award-winning brand, Vivid, 2-inch ball head, nice golds, really pro level sort of effects. The colours in them are absolutely spot on. You've got your Mavericks then going up again, fairly new, been out a few years. And then we've got the Super Wheels. I had them last New Year and I'm quite surprised. It's a mixture of ball heads, but the slightly smaller ones are really loud, but nice mixture of effects and colours. There's some crackle in there as well, so a nice mixed bag, just to make things more interesting. You've got your Space Blasters there, decent. Heat Seekers have been around a long time now, from Marvel. Black Hawks, so we're into the Hawk type rockets now, so you're going to need a little bit more room for these. And they do break a bit lower with them being Hawk type rockets, but that makes for better effects, and they will rattle windows, even these. We're not into the big ones yet, but they do pack a punch. Reapers, award-winning ones from Vivid there. Really nice pro level effects in those. All Night Party, they're in those packs that I showed you before. Lovely types of colours, and not just reds and greens. I'm pretty sure there's some like pink type colours in there as well, which is beautiful. Nice to see in the smaller packs. It's a good few years ago since I fired them, so the memory's a bit faint now, but there's a video on my site, I'm sure, for those, so check it out. Soaring Tigers, they go quite high, they do, and then burst. And they've got massive height to them. And then you've got your VSR3s there, sold out unfortunately this year, but if you can pick those up, great fun. And then there's a VSR4 as well, which are 4-inch shell, biggest ones you can get. And then right here we've got the Sundown and Vipers, so Black Cat's take on the bigger stuff. Nice varied effects as well, each one's got a different effect. So for New Year, you've got quite a selection, and then I won't go through them quite in order. I just want to pick a few out. So Vibe, that wasn't there last time. So that's a colour changer, horsetails. So it's low noise, but you'll get lots of different colours as they go through. So colour changes. It's a nice gold tail, and then you get a three-stage colour changer in the form of like a horse tail effect. So if you want a low noise sort of New Year, you could tie that in with a Marvel or a Spectrum up there. They'd go quite well. But for me, really, because I fired these for bonfire night, so I would put maybe a Whistling Palms together with something like a Push It to the Limit. If you've got the garden space for a fan effect, that's phenomenal. Very quickly fired, but lovely effects in both of them. Lovely colours actually in the Whistling Palms. I was unsure as to how it would perform, but it's got some nice non-standard colouring, which is good. So we've got first. So for New Year, if you want a sort of bigger cake and light it and leave it, so we've got Black Star. That was actually, I was quite surprised how good that was. So yeah, again, it's a multi-effect cake, so you've got all sorts going on with that one. Not bad duration as well, so it's a minute long. So it's, it's 2 shots per second, so it's good pace as well. You've got Vampire Hunter, that's their own brand, Epic's own brand there. That's been out a good few years now. But you've got 125 seconds, so you get over 2 minutes worth of duration, so I know they're expensive, but when you work out the duration compared to the cost, it's probably bang on the money. And you've got an indication as to the firing pattern there. So you've got a couple of fan cakes, and then a couple of straight firing ones that are all pre-fused. So you just light it once, let it cycle through, so you don't have to do anything. You can just enjoy the display, and I think that's why compounds are so popular these days. So these are what we call compound fireworks. So probably several fireworks fused together, like so, but you just light the one fuse and it will cycle through those stages for you. Classic, great little brand. Well, I say little, they're a massive player in Europe. Renowned for good colours, so good quality and performance. So it's 100 seconds, high noise rating. But it's 1.3 G pyro, so you're not going to go wrong there. So 42 separate effects, so I think that's good value for money. And then there's a nice QR code there if you want to scan that. Have a look at the video. Sky on Fire had that a few years ago. Again, punchy. There's the cake set up with inside. So you've got a couple of 19 shots there, straight firing. 225 shotters and then a 49 shot to finish. You're going to need a lot of room, and they're 30mm tubes, so they're going to be very loud. So yeah, it says there 10 out of 10 for noise rating. I would back that up. Any 30mm tube is going to pack punch. And talking of punches, got Sucker Punch. I'll be firing that this new year. It's got a great spread. So there it says 190 shots in 170 seconds, so more than one a second. So it's going to keep people's attention. It is quite a relentless cake, and with it being vivid, the quality of the effects is absolutely spot on. So yeah, looking forward to that for this new year. That's in my show. We've got this set of 3 here. So I think it's Supercharged. That's my favourite. It's got some nice falling leaves, as I remember, but it's multi effects, so you're going to get a bit of everything in there. And the lower noise effects coupled with the bigger ones, they overlap. Really good. Something a bit different. It's worth checking out those. And then you've got this range here, so you've got your Silver Willow. So they're all 50 shot barrages here. I'm pretty sure they're all 30mm as well, if I remember. But they're all fan cakes, so you're going to need some room in your garden if you're firing them there. Because the spread is fantastic. Brocades, if you like your brocades there. Fat Cat, bit of a mixed effect. Special effects is probably my favourite one of the lot there. It's got some lovely bright tips, multicoloured. Z firing pattern, really like that one. And Festival of Light there. So again, multi-effect. But yeah, personally, special effects, but it's horses for courses. You've got pretty much everything there. I mean, then you've got your gold willows if you like those as well. Forgot about that one. So yeah, all 50 shots, all fan cakes. If you're doing events like weddings, things like that, then it's worth considering putting these in some kind of combination as well. If you've got like a wedding or an event like that, that's a shame. That's a good firework. That was on my list to get sold out, but some lovely colours. I'm sure there's some purple in there. But 30mm straight shot, right up my street, that is. So that's a shame. Nice firework. Again, this one had this for bonfire night, Whistling Palms. Really rapid firing, only 30 seconds, but the key here is you've got 1,000 grams of NEC in 30 seconds. And when they overlap, it doesn't really matter about the calibre. I will stick a video up just before New Year with that. Really nice, got some non-standard colours in there, some yellows, some blues, and they're interspersed with these showers of sparks as well. They've all got comet tails on the bursts. Really, really good. And if you couple it, like I said, with something like a fan piece down there, the push it to the limit, you get a nice combination. And about, it's about 60 seconds, but some people don't want for New Year massive long displays. If you've got an organised one, it's fine. But if it's a home display and you've got the space, then something like that is probably a route I would go down. You've got Superhero there, that's been out a good while now. Nice big tube size, I'm sure it's 25 or 30 mil. 60 shots, all 1.3G as well, and just over, well, just under, sorry, a minute. And then we've got Phantom Terrace. You've got a slightly smaller garden, that's sold out unfortunately, but again some nice colours in that one. 116 shots, not massive bore cake, but you will exchange that for sort of variation and effects. I thought it was a fan effect, it says vertical there, but I did fire it a while ago. But the good thing about that is 8-meter safety distance as well, so if you've got a smaller garden, you want something with a decent duration, then it's something to consider. We've got Toxicado here, sold out unfortunately. There's a little link to the video there if you want it. Then sticking with classic again, so we've got this one here, Show Must Go On, 64 shots in just 50 seconds. And again with classic, you're going to get a lovely combination of effects. It says there's some purple in there, so some nice non-standard colours, nice to see. But classic do colours, their vibrancy in their colours is top notch. They've got some good technicians in their factories, that's for sure. Splitter, that's a personal favourite of mine, ideal for sort of weddings and sort of more special events. It's got this lovely spread, showers of white sparks and then some lovely blue crossettes down the middle. So varied effect, but quite an exquisite piece. Goes down really well on things like weddings, or could do it for Valentine's Day, to be honest, with the colours. Maybe we can start a trend there. Zoldak again, fairly new addition to Epic's inventory. Again, nice straight firing one, so if you've not got the space for a fan cake, something like that, very punchy, 30mm. Got quite a bit of crackling in there and some brocades as well, some peonies. So again, mixed effect, 64 shots in 70 seconds, so it's good duration really. Then we've got the sort of premium range from Classic here, so the limited edition, 98 shots in 80 seconds, 25mm, so it's going to be good burst size. You won't be let down by those in terms of the roundness of the brakes. Some brands you might see them a bit underpowered, but it's 1.3G, so the bursts are going to be pretty much perfect from its 25mm, and it's nearly 2 kilos NEC, so there's quite a lot of powder in those as well for something so small. And then Ho Chi Minh here, there's another straight shot from Classic. Again, 30mm tube, so it's going to pack a punch, it's going to rattle windows. And some nice brocades there, you've got some crackling as well, some palms and a bit of blue as well, nice reds and blues. And then probably one of my favourite fireworks that I fired this year, Push It to the Limit, Albert firework, or Albert. Part of the Funky brand, so you know it's good. Really good kit. It's only 30-second duration, but in terms of impact, as an impact firework, phenomenal. Nice spread, so it's all fanned effect. There's 10 shots I think per row, so it fills the sky. It's got a nice mid section with some lovely colours in there, a real kaleidoscope of colour. And then it's got 2 waves of like crackling mines. Again, if you consider that there's 10 shots going up at a time, and they're all crackling, and then they will break into crackle as well. It's just a shower of crackle at the end, which for New Year would probably go down quite well. So I highly recommend that one. And then for the noise lovers, we've got the good old Dum Bum, again from Classic. So if you're not bothered about effects and you like your noise, I've always wanted to do sort of like a salute with the countdown, you're like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, but with a salute at each second. Maybe I'll have to come up with something like that each year, 1 year, sorry. So yeah, for the noise lovers there, nice big loud salutes, and 100 shots in 60 seconds, so it's going to be pretty ferocious. And if you've got a nice little hill or something like that nearby, you'll get the nice echo back. Let's have a look. So up here we have the Daredevil pack. I fired this last year, really good. I was really impressed with it. So like it says there, so you've got 8 fireworks. One of them is a straight shot, number 4, and the rest are all fanned effects, but they're all I'm sure they're 8 meter safety distance. So yeah, if you've got a slightly smaller garden, just got to remember the spread on the fans, but they're not massive, but what they are is very colourful and not samey at all. So it's going to hold your audience's attention. So if you want something a bit bigger duration and you've a bit struggling for space slightly, then I would recommend that one. That's a nice pack. I was really pleasantly surprised when I fired that last year. I forgot where we're up to now down here. Strike Force definitely didn't cover that one. I've never fired that one, but it's a fanned effect. Obviously goes in a wiper formation, so backwards and forwards. And then some nice willow breaks and strobes. So yeah, mixed effect, some crackle in there too. A bit different, goes back quite a way. Quite punchy then, I would imagine. And then you've got these 2 big cakes here. So you've got Banshee and Planetx. So probably 25, 30 mil. Not fired either of those, but they're going to be quite punchy. It's Planetx then, let's have a look at this one. So yeah, Comet Tails, Red Stars, Silver, Blues, nice. Some palms in there and a bit of crackle. So yeah, nice mixed effect. And then Banshee. So again, some nice blues, reds, golds, silvers, palms, 55-second duration. Nice, there's the QR codes. Insane, had that one again, probably about 12 months ago. Yeah, it's good. 100 shots in just 30 seconds. So again, it's quite high impact. If I had to choose between that though and push it to the limit, I'll go push it to the limit. But if you want noise, then maybe this one. And then Skyboss here from Skycrafter. That's part of Brothers Fireworks stable. Again, mixed effect, so you get all sorts in there: peonies, palms, brocades, crackles. So yeah, and a good duration as well. That's not bad. And then Whispering Palms is sold out. That's a lovely firework if you like palms. Beautiful, 30 mil. It's a shame. Hope it's coming back in stock. Then I've got this massive one here. I haven't seen the video for this, so I presume 536 shots. There we go. 32 different effects. It's not almost the maximum NEC, so 4 kilos nearly. And then 240 seconds, so massive duration. Light it and leave it. So you've got like 4-minute display there for £500. So it's not bad at all. You're going to need 25 metre safety distance. So if you've got a small garden, sorry, and it's mixed effects, so you've got fan and straight shots, and you've got a bit of an idea with the tube selection there as to the orientation. So you've got the fans there and then the straight ones above. So it's all mixed up, a nice little variation from cake to cake. This is a very popular one, as you can imagine, because of the name, the Avengers there. Karakitas Pots Fireworks. That's got a bit of everything inside, to be honest. You won't be disappointed with that. Again, so that some cakes are smaller, 25, 20 mil, and then you've got some 30 mils that are very loud, I have to say. Lovely mixture of effects, lovely mixture of colours. Like I said, some quite loud noise as well, and even the 20 mil cakes, lovely nice break sizes, so there's none of this popping in them, not looking imperfect in terms of the breaks. It is all quality in there, and for the price, considering you're getting 9 fireworks, I think that's a great price point. And like it says there, you're getting about 5 minutes Obviously the downside to having a multi-pack as opposed to a compound is if you're the firer compound, you can enjoy that display just as much as your audience, whereas with this you will have to go back and light obviously the individual fireworks. But you won't be disappointed with that one. It's a really nice piece, and likewise it's sort of sister selection box, the Fantastic Four. So they're all 50-shot cakes as I remember inside. You get 4 50-shot cakes, great duration again, 4 minutes, and it's 100 quid, and I think that's a great price point. In terms of effects, obviously you've only got 4 cakes, so it's not going to be as varied as the Avengers pack, but it's horses for courses. You've only got 4 cakes to light in that pack, whereas you've got 9 from the Avengers, so it just depends, but you won't be disappointed with either. And then personally for me, if you want to go up to the next level, it's sold out. I'm sure they'll get some more in. The Asylum pack, this has won awards quite a few times now, and I have to agree that it is probably one of the best, if not the best, pack on the market from Vivid. Award-winning company and an award-winning pack of fireworks. It's got a nice little there's a nice big, well, it's the biggest firework in the pack's like a square shape, and I would be firing that at the end, I think. Well worth looking at the videos as well. In terms of colours, effects, absolutely spot on. And then for those of you who are a bit old school and like your bin lid cakes, you've got 2 massive ones here, both 500 shots. So you've got Predator 500. Again, in terms of duration, it's phenomenal, and it's varied effects. You'll get sort of comets and pearls, and you'll also get some bigger breaks. And you've got Pandemonium here, 500 shots in just 95 seconds, so ferocious pace. Again, all sorts of different effects there. You've got some whistles and crackles, as well as some standard breaks and some early type effects. We've got light waves here. Don't think I've ever fired that one. But fan effect cake there. 28-second duration. But 54 shots, so that's going to be quite impactful. That's from Marvel. You've got another limited edition range here, 64 shot. Limited edition from Classic. Again, let's have a look at these effects here. I would imagine there's some purples and all sorts in there. But 25 and 30mm bore, so the breaks are going to be nice and even. OMG, that's been out a while from Brothers. Quite a punchy firework, that one. So you've got 100 shots in 76 seconds. So again, quite punchy, quite ferocious. And again, multi-effect. The golds in the brocade's really nice. They do seem to hang in the sky quite well for a cake. That's worth it. And then these two are good. So Mosquito, if you're doing a more organised display, it's a single effect firework, so it's the same effect repeated, so it's better tied into a proper display. But it's 30mm, and the bursts, although they're not sort of massive, what they do have is like a red willow effect that twinkles in the sky. It's really quite an exquisite piece. So it's something to consider if you want something a bit different, you're doing something a bit more organised. And then the same with Palms Away there, so you're 40 seconds for 40 shots, so a good pace. And yeah, if you like your palm breaks, then you're not going to be disappointed. What I like about that one is the evenness of the breaks. It does look a very polished piece. Palms Away does. Arcadia, if you want sort of a bit of a mixed selection in your cake again. Got some variation there. So 112 shots in just 47 seconds, so it's less than a minute duration, but it's a lot packed into that display, and they will overlap the effects doing that one. So it's not just one burst at a time, you'll get sort of some nice overlapping effects one after another. Wild West, again, is one I haven't fired before. Let's have a look. So 57 shots in 50 seconds, so that's quite good. Reds and silver peonies, crackling, some golden brocades, and then some whistles and multi-shots of palms. So it's got a bit of everything really in there. So Wild West mixed effect. Then these are great if you've got room. These two here, Fantastico and Rapid, both 300 shots, both rapid firings, both 20 seconds duration, absolutely mad. But relatively low noise. It's a sky filler though. They're all comets that sweep up into the sky, row after row, but they go quick, but absolutely phenomenal. And if you had some dump cakes to go with them, something like, where is it, Screaming Demons or something like that, at the tail end, if you've got a firing system, would be quite impactful. So again, if you don't want a massive long display, but you want something that's going to stick in people's memory for New Year, then something to consider. Highly recommend you watch the videos. I don't know if you can get the QR codes via the screen, but there they are. If you want to check out the videos. And then we're going slightly into the smaller pieces, so what I'll do is I'll just have a few mentions. So this is probably going to sell out. These seems to be selling like hotcakes this year. A lot of people got Dreadnought in their inventories. I had mine for my finale for Bonfire Night, and it's decent performance. It's got a bit of everything. There's fanned sections and straight firing. For some reason I thought this fired in a fan volley to finish, and it doesn't. It's a straight shot volley. So there are obviously different videos out there. But it's 296 shots. It's nearly 4 kilos. And I can't remember the exact price point. I don't know if it's in here. I don't think it is. But it's probably one of the best value compounds on the market, because it is priced slightly lower than the rivals. Here you go. So yeah, it's just under 300 quid for 4 kilos NEC. Now you have got an extra £100 more for something like Universe. Now what you've just got to bear in mind from my point of view, so this is 25mm and that's 30mm. So if you've got the space, I really enjoyed Universe. It is only straight firing all the way through, but in terms of size of burst and effects, really nice, beautiful colours. But if you want impact and value for money, then you've got Dreadnought. So you've got something to consider there, and you've also got a difference obviously in duration. So Dreadnought impact, because it's 110 seconds and you've got nearly 300 shots going off, whereas Universe has got more pace to it. So you've got 180 seconds there, but it's 30mm, so the bursts are slightly bigger. So it's horses for courses really. There's the QR codes. So that's Dreadnought if you want to look at it. And then Universe, I really liked Universe. I'd quite happily have that one again. Then we've got some other ones I haven't fired. So you've got Pyrotechnology 2020. So 256 shot barrage cake. Again, 180 seconds, so good duration. 1.3G mixed effects, so it's going to be fanned and straight. Not sure on the bore size. And then, yeah, we've got this one as well. Again, classic fireworks, Fireworks Show 260. You're not going to be let down by any of these because they're from Classic, and the colours and the vibrancy are absolutely beautiful. So you've got that one as well, and then have we got some more over here? Got the Dum Bum, I've covered that one, but then you've got this one as well, your 100 shot barrage. So slightly smaller cake, but still good duration, 110 seconds, under £200, 1.3G effect, so we'll have a nice spread. And it's got a bit of everything there, palms, strobes, crackling dragon eggs, and it's all 30mm, so it's going to be punchy as hell. So definitely worth considering as well. There's the video, if you want to have a look at it via the QR code. And then we're moving sort of towards the slightly smaller stuff. So if you want low noise but nice colour, Spectrum's a good route to go down. I love cross sets, I do. So the good thing about this is as well, it's non-standard colour, so you've got a bit of a kaleidoscope going on. You've got oranges, lemon yellows, some nice purples and blues, so non-standard colour right up your street. If you want something different, it's worth considering. The only thing is obviously you just consider the duration, but it's a nice quiet section, beautiful. And we've got the good old classic in the Thunderous Finale 2 if you want high impact. So it's 40 seconds duration there, but it does, people come back year after year for that one. Screaming UFOs again, if you want something a bit different, a bit quirky, that's a route to go down again. It's so it's as it says there, Screaming UFOs, so it's a whistle type effects, but they've got really vibrant multicolored tips right at the end. It's purples and all sorts going on, beautiful. So yeah, if you want something a bit different, so you're not going to get massive bursts, they are like whistling comet tails. It's just nice to have that bit of colour on the tips, just gives you that extra bit of variation in your display. So yeah, that's worth having a look at. You've got Hercules Mini, so if you can't fit a massive Hercules in, you've got a smaller garden, then you've got its sort of like little brother. Good duration, 50 seconds. So yeah, 50 seconds for just under £50, I think that's good value. It's got a little bit of everything. You've got this was good, Gemini Twin Pack. Again, had that about 12 months ago. Some nice colours, some nice strobing effects as well in there. It's 2 cakes within the pack, so just bear that in mind. But I think for the price, 2 cakes, 60-second duration, good effects for $49.98. I think that is a steal. So you can check out the video there. I'm sure I've posted that up. I must have done. Yeah, I was really nicely, pleasantly surprised with that piece, or pieces. I've got Merlin's Madness. I've not had that one, so I can't really comment, but 36 shots in 33 seconds, so good pace to it. 1.3G effects, so I'm sure that will hold its own. And the same with Wild West. Not had that one. 50 seconds duration. There's a nice QR link there. Again, multi effects. So you got reds, silvers. Got some crackling in there as well, and some brocades. Some bit of strobing, and some palms. Nice Warriors sold out. Got the 41 shot signature range from Classic. Again, you won't be disappointed with the colours on that one. 500 grams NEC, so decent amount of powder in there. 1.3G effects, and there you go. Look at that for a lineup then. So you start with brocades, then you got strobes, purple and green dahlias, lovely. I might have to get this. This might have to go on my list for Bonfire Night next year, I think. That sounds right up my street, and it's got salutes in to finish as well. So if you've got salutes as a finale, that might be a good contender for New Year, actually. Seismic Blast, again, as its name suggests, it's a noisy one. 49 shots in 59 seconds. So yeah, you got sort of snaking comet tails, and then bursting into your crackling bursts sort of to finish as well. So again, decent contender for New Year. Marvel, that's a personal favourite of mine. It's low noise though, so the noise lovers won't like it, but if you like colour, you won't get much better than that, I don't think, on the market. So it's a mine effect cake basically, so you get these sort of showers of coloured sparks that change colour as they head up into the sky. It's only 10 seconds duration, so it's an impact piece, but the just the colour change in them is so fantastic. You know, the audience will be gobsmacked. And then this is a new one, so they've got a horsetail variant, so straight firing. It's going to be relatively low noise. You'll get the thud as the charge goes up, but the brake itself won't bang. It'll be more of a pop, and then you've got like a cascade, a shower of in a horsetail sort of shape, so sort of slightly narrow to finish, and then it fans outwards a little bit. But you've got 3 stage of colour change, so I'll probably have to try that at some point as well. And then this is another personal favourite here. Highly recommend Thalia. Beautiful colours, lovely golds, mine lifts as well, fanned piece. Again, 30 seconds duration, but for impact and just pure delight, well worth it in my opinion. And it's 30mm tubes, so you're going to get nice big breaks. Highly recommend you watch the video for that one. There's your link. Angry Tigers, that's sold out, so we'll move on. So you got Rip and Roaring. Quite punchy they are. That's the slower one of the 2, I think. Yeah, so that's 45 seconds. The sister Firework is Roaring. That's only 30 seconds. So if you're firing them as a pair, obviously I'd do Rip first, and then the more one goes to a crescendo as the second. And then you've got Surprise here. So yeah, that's the blue one then. So that you can use these for gender reveal. So Surprise, if you've got a boy, got a nice blue firework there. And then New World, if you want some sort of pink coloured ghost effect, it is. It's like a pinky red ghost effect. That's a bit different as well. If you want some variation in the display. And talking of variation, Wild One, got a bit of everything in it, all sorts going on with this cake. And I think value for money wise, if you watch the video, I think it's a great value for money when you consider all the different effects in there. A right mixed bag, and it will keep your audience entertained, that's for sure. And then the same with Heavy Duty. It's had this many times. Got a bit of everything in there. If you like noises as well, it's got every type of noise I think you could possibly imagine in a cake, to be honest. All sorts of whistles and whooshes in it. So yeah, that's worth checking out, and it's got a great duration as well, 80 seconds there. I think for the price, absolutely phenomenal, great value for money. So yeah, worth checking out the video as well. Got the Punisher, that's quite a punchy firework, nice big breaks, as it says there, very vibrant reds and greens. That sells well, that one. And then Howling Wolves, this is one of my absolute faves. It's been around a few years now, but when it first came out, I'm very excited. Fired a whole case of them actually. Phenomenal. If you want to do that, if you, instead of getting a compound, you could quite happily, if you have the know-how, you get some sort of tape match fuse, and just fuse them all together. Phenomenal, massive effect, and really high as well. So these whistling sort of comet tails, they go project as high as a rocket would, and then they burst into a nice like mini palm type brocade. Lovely, highly recommend those ones. And yeah, noise rating as well, very impactful piece. 30 shots. You've got Dragon Warrior, that's been out a good while, from Oriental. I'm not sure I fired that one. Blue Stars, and Chrysanthemum and Burst, so lots of crackling in there. NRG, and again, quite a good value for money, that 40 quid for 47 seconds duration, 30 shots. It's got a bit of everything again, some crackles, and then yeah, multiple shot finale as well, so a bit of variation there. Then these are sort of single effect but high impact, so the Fermata 25A and B. So you got some, the colours in them are phenomenal, really bright colours, and non-standard as well. So you've got some purple in there, Some blues. You've got some nice brocades and salutes here. That's a bit noisier, that one, as it says there, very loud. They're highly recommended, really quality, renowned for the quality are Funky Fireworks. Again, if you want something varied, you've got Colour Wars, so colour type changing effect. So where it varies from, where was it, the Marvel, so that has mine lifts, this has mine lifts, but it also has some breaks as well, some bursts, so it's not solely low noise. But it's nice to see some non-standard colours in there. You got some yellows and some purples, so again a mixed bag, and to be honest, considering the effects that you're getting, I think that's a good price. So there's your QR link if you want to have a look at the video. I did fire that, I'm sure it was tail end of last year. I can't remember if I've posted the video, to be honest. I'm massively behind with my video editing this year and doing my little intros. I've got loads to do. Need some more bad weather so it keeps me inside and then I can get them done. That's a fantastic one, by the way. Colourful Stars, 25 shots. Lovely colours, like pastel colours. As it says there, Azure blue. It is, it's not just a standard blue, there's just something to it. It's like, yeah, pastel coloured. Beautiful cake, that one. And then you've gone from beauty to the beast, so you've got Dum Bum here. So if you like your noise and not much else, then it's your kind of cake, I suppose. Not for me personally, I like my colours and effects, but if you like your noise, then you're going to get nice tight salute type effects, as it says there. So titanium, so the white salutes, so not the prettiest, but yeah, rough around the edges. It's very loud, it'll rattle windows. This is a nice one here, Knight's Quest. Fired that about 12 months ago. Nice mixed effect cake. Quite surprised by the vibrancy of the colours as well, seems quite good. So yeah, it's got some nice whistle sections in there. Again, strobes, comet tails, bit of everything. And the colour, like I say, the colour is spot on. Aerial items sold out then, so Warzone, not had that one. Can't really comment. But looks quite punchy from the size. 25 shots, 38 seconds. You got Firefox, that was a good one. That had good burst sizes, as I recall. Yeah, Earthshaker, yeah, really punchy. 25 shots, 45 seconds. So again, slower pace, but high impact in terms of burst size. And then you got your smaller bin lids, so if you don't want your massive Pandemoniums and Predator 500s, these 200 shots for the smaller garden. You can't really go wrong with these, and they're all different. They all have their own little quirks. So I think it was either TNT or Cascade I liked the best, just because it had some nice multicoloured peonies in it, and one of them had some yellow in as well, which was really nice to see. So there's real mixed bag. So if you bought all four, there'd definitely be something in each one that was different, that would entertain you. So it's worth checking out the videos if bin lids are your cup of tea. Quake never had that one. Nice artwork. Let's see what it does. So 30mm, so it's going to be very punchy. So some colour in there as well. High impact. And then you've got Gunmetal. I'm pretty sure I fired that one at a wedding a while back. 30mm, nice big bursts. Silver spinners, yeah, so a bit of variation, but punchy definitely. And then Goblin's Call, I'm sure I've had that one, and Devil's Den a few years ago. I'm sure one of them had purple in. Oh, was it this one with the pink? Maybe it was a pinky purple. Yeah, really nice one, Devil's Den. Again, these like hexagonal type cakes, I'm pretty sure they're all 30mm, so they're going to be really punchy. Then we kind of covered that one, didn't we? Screaming Demons, so Dump Cake. So all the sort of tubes fire at the same time, 10-second duration, shoots out nice big comet tails. They screech, as I remember, and then they break into this what we call falling leaves effect. So they kind of float down in the sky, hence the demon part, I think, screaming for the whistle, and then demon for the end phase, where you've got these nice cascading vibrant red tips that just sort of fall towards the ground. Really nice. You got Power and Attraction. That was a punchy cake as well. I was quite surprised by that one when it went. 30 seconds duration. Yeah, some nice golds and silvers. The golds were quite good in that, as I remember. And then, in fact, I'll go across. So we've got Napalm here. That's an exquisite single effect cake. That's one of my faves as well. If you're doing a more polished display for someone, that's highly recommended, because the effects are bob on. Mad Monster, not sure. I think I have fired that one actually. Many years ago. Punchy again. I'm sure it's 30mm. And then we've got this, like, they're not a 4-pack as such, but they're all same sort of design and from the same company here. So again, these are right. If you want a bit of mixture, these are more, I would say, for bonfire night rather than New Year, to be honest. But in terms of colours here, so you've got yellows in there and blues. Nice. Then you got some noise here, so you got crackling mines and then crackling bursts. Nice variation. You've got Monkey Mayhem down here. Again, I'm sure that's got some non-standard colour in there. And then Wolf in Sheep's Clothing again, punchy. 25mm. And again, yeah, reds and silvers. So yeah, it's not bursting with colour, but you'll find that reds with silvers, nice, they do tend to complement each other quite well. And then you've got some gender reveal stuff here. These are punchy. They're both peony cakes. So peonies aren't my personal favourite in terms of effect. They're just like a round ball of colour. But the great thing about these is, yeah, non-standard colour. So you can use these for gender reveals, but I think they'd just be absolutely fine in any display. So yeah, 25 shots, 30 seconds. So you've got a good pace to them. And just gives it a bit of a different dynamic. So I don't know why it says brand classic, because yeah, it's definitely Prime Pyrotechnics. A good brand, Prime Dar, known for good quality. We've got so you got Smaller Gardens. This more a bonfire night one as well, really. Bit of everything in there, mixed effects. 100 shots for that price and that duration. Again, that is phenomenal value for money. There's the QR code if you want to look at the video. So yeah, if you're a bit restricted in sort of size and space, then it's something to consider. Gunmetal again, so punchy. 19 shot one there. Pretty sure it's 30mm. Yeah. Did we cover Goblin's Gold? I'm pretty sure we did. Hot Shots was a decent one as well, even though it's smaller. Had quite good performance, as I recall. Not fired it for a good few years, but it's got reds, greens, crackles. But as I remember, the burst size was quite good in Hot Shots. Got a little fan cake there. There's this little series here. So we've got Moving Target, Mighty Mouse, and Tracer Bullet. So they're all 105 shots, and they do different things. So Moving Target and Tracer Bullet are fairly similar. So the low noise, Comet Tails. Mighty Mouse has a slight variation in that it's got some nice gentle whistles, a bit like a mouse's squeak, hence the name. So yeah, if you want a bit of variation, well worth it. Or what you could do, if you've got a bigger display and plenty of room, you could fuse 3 of those together in a bit of a wedge shape, mount them onto some kind of wooden beam, and you could fire them as a fanned cake, which there will be a video on my channel about. It was a couple of years ago now, for an event I did but very, very high impact, and the spread. You can just about make, because I hand lit it, you can just about make a faint little silhouette of me by the side as it went off. The scale of it was absolutely phenomenal. So you've got Venom and Empire here, so they'll get both punchy cakes. Those are been around a few years, but you won't be disappointed with those. Then we've got this set of 4 here. Again, it's been a long time since I've fired them. I can't really remember, but they're all mixed effect cakes. You've got Decibel, which I haven't ever fired. 30-second duration, but I would imagine it's quite loud, hence the name. Got Mayhem there. I'm sure I fired that one. I'm sure that was quite powerful. Palm Effects. Yeah, got some purples in there, so that's really nice. Putting on standard colour. And you got some blues and pinks there in Omega Bomb. I don't think I've fired that one. I think it's just Mayhem I've had. But that looks decent as well. Then if you want some low noise, got a bit of a selection here. So you got the Swirling Silver Dragons, as that suggests. So you got sort of tourbillon, spirally type effects. The Glitter Willow. So not massive spread. It's straight firing sort of comet tail, but it's got some lovely sort of red type sort of twinkling effects in it. That's quite an exquisite piece. You could do that as like a fan effect if you had 3 and you angled 2 of them. So you got horse tails there. So you've got a crackling version and a standard version. Personally not a fan of horse tails, but quite popular firework nowadays, certainly for the low noise ones. Something to consider. Got Fury, that's been around a good while, but some nice blue in there. Good breaks as well, it's quite loud. Dark Thunder, very loud, as it says there. So you got the spinning silver tails, and then red, blue, green with silver and crackle. Elite. Yeah, red and blue stars. Not fired that for a good while. And then Quick Fire. That's been around a while as well. Can't see it in the light there, can we? You've got a bit of everything there. Palms, golds, crackles. So a bit of everything. Sorcery actually was okay. Fired 2 of those as a fan this year. Didn't have it recording when I fired them, unfortunately. But if you fire them as a 2, that was actually alright. Seemed to go down quite well. That's a new one, not fired that one yet. Bruce Wee from Brothers. I'm sure that's only come out in the last 12 months. So Brothers, decent effects. Should be quite loud. Got some non-standard colour there as well. Lemon tip brocades. Sounds nice, that does. Solidarity, that's a lovely piece. Got some nice big willows in that one. Gold colours, nice hang time as well. It's quite an exquisite piece, that one. Fall from Grace, so that's like its sister firework, but that's more of a mixed bag. So you've got more colours and variations, but that's more of sort of an exquisite one. That's more just like a garden type firework. And then you've got Throne Snatcher down here. Again, these are all quite punchy, by the way. So yeah, like it says there, they are only small fireworks, but they pack a punch. You've got Cyborg, I had that a few years back. Nice to have some mixed effects there, as it says. You've got blues, pinks, greens and purples. And for the price, I think that's good value. You've got Werewolf here, that's been around a while. Got some crackle in that one. Alien, fired that many years ago. Again, mixed effects, got some crackle in. Ring of Fire sadly sold out. King Cobra, that might not come back then. 25 shots. It's a shame. Hope it comes back. Whistle Mix Pop, small garden firework, goes down well with kids. Got lots of nice noises and effects in. Not too in your face. It's a great all-rounder as a garden firework, that is. You've got Glittering Heights here. That's quite good performance actually for a small cake again from Brothers. Yeah, punchy, got some crackling in there, bit of a mixed effect cake. If you want some blue, you've got Blue Lights here. That's been around a while. Classic Epix Fire own brand. 1.3G effects as well, good value for money. And then this is great value for money too. I fired 2 of these in tandem straight shot as well. I didn't fan them or anything. That went down really well. Sonic spinners. I think I might have one of the crowd, I think, filmed it. I sadly thought I'd pressed record and I hadn't, and I missed it out. But I think one of the spectators thankfully managed to pick up a part of it. So I'll throw that on the channel soon. You've got a low noise here, so if you like flying fish as an effect, that's an option for low noise. So yeah, they sort of fly off in a random sort of pattern, but it's quite a delicate effect, to be honest. It's quite nice. Got Lavish here again, that was quite punchy. Again from Brothers. They've got powerful little cakes, the Brothers ones actually. Can't really go wrong with them. And then Triple Whistle, I love that one. My lad hates whistles, I don't know why, but it's not for him. I absolutely adore that cake. The little one though, he loves them. So yeah, 3-stage whistle from start to finish. Quite a unique effect, and absolutely fine to fire on its own as well. You get the full effect of the 3 stages if you do that. Then yeah, if you want a bit of crackle, so I had that for New Year one year actually, it was okay. So the good thing about it is it rotates through colour cycles, and then each one has crackling behind it, so it's a bit of variation. Most of those have sold out now. Spectrum Sky's still in stock. These were good little cakes, these were, but they've been around a good while. But good value for money in terms of the number of shots as well and the colours that you get in them. There's a bit of variation there. This is a relatively new one. It's probably been out about 12 months now. Stardust from Black Cat. It's a mine effect cake, so it's good for a starter. You could fan it if you wanted 3. You have 1 going straight shot and 2 angled, and some nice colour in it as well. Ultimate Battle of Colours. It's not got a massive amount of shots, but then it's reflected in the price. But it's 25 seconds, and you get a bit of everything in there. So if you're on a budget, that's worth considering. You've got Skylab. That's quite a unique firework, as it says there. So it's got willows, loud bangs. And yeah, it's good value. Same with Iron Man. Again, lots of different effects in there. You've got spinners, some nice blue, and then you've got those stroby bits as well with gold tails. Some nice noise as well in it. G-Force, again, tiny cake, absolutely tiny, but there you go. In terms of performance, phenomenal. It's got a nice little fan effect finale as well, which you wouldn't know from looking at because it's quite a flat-topped cake, so you wouldn't know, but it has. So just make sure you angle that towards the audience. There should be a label on the top. There you go, which tells you. So just make sure you angle it the right way. Turtle Burger, that's sold out. Megan Force, there are quite a few sold out down here, unfortunately. Still got Mad Moth though. That's a nice, interesting cake. Some nice whooshes in it, quite different, a bit eerie. So yeah, if you want some variation, it's more of a bonfire night type cake. You've got Nuclear Attack again. That's similar, I think, to Zodiac in that it's got different colours with crackle. So yeah, something different there. These have been around a while. Touchdown Nickelback. Again, for the price per shot, quite good value. Burst sizes are okay, but it is a garden firework, just remember that, because these are the smaller ones. However, this small one, which is tiny, Angel Dust, lovely spread, showers of sparks. It's a mine cake, so there's no big bursts, but the spread of the sparks when these go up is phenomenal, and it's got lots of different colours as well, and it finishes with crackle. I use that as a start-off piece quite often. You got Silver Spirals, can't go wrong with that one if you like spinners. 16 shots. Got Exploding Cherries there, the nice colour combination in that one. Blue and red go well together, I think, and then with a bit of glitter and fizz. It's quite nice. It's a decent little cake. One of my personal favourites there, Humming Hornets. That may not be around too much longer, so buy it while you can. But yeah, beautiful. The kids laughed their heads off in that one. They really liked it. And one of the audience was like a Harry Potter fan, and he said it was a bit like a scene in Harry Potter. He tried to explain it to me, but I haven't seen any of the films, so it was lost on me. But if you watch the video and you're a Harry Potter fan, you might be able to relate it to something in the film, apparently. Starring, this is a lovely little cake, actually. Got a bit of everything, like it says there, reds, greens, blues. The blues were quite nice, and then it's got this gold fizz in between the sort of colours as well. And that's quite an intriguing little firework. I was quite pleased with that. And for the price, great value. And then we've got these small ones here. One of these is purple, can't remember which one, and that's the one I always sort of gravitate to. I want to say it's Attack or Time, one of those two. It's got lovely lovely colours in, but for such a small cake, good performance. If you like a whistle cake there, obviously whistle cakes quite cheap. And then these are great, these little ones here. And then just about reach. Laser cannon, laser fire, laser ice, laser jewel. Tiny bore, but when they detonate, actually, they've got good performance. They're all like comic tail type effects, but they've got whooshes, whistles, some nice colours in them too. And each one's different. And I don't think really for the price, you know, for like less than £6. Great fun. Fine in a small garden. You can fire them all four together. I did that one year, and it's like a miniature chaos. Quite funny. And then what else? We've not got much left to cover. But if you're a football fan, you like your flares and your smokes, or you want some daytime sort of fireworks, then they're worth considering. Got them in pretty much every colour. I think they're quite popular with like football fans, probably with protesters as well, I'd imagine. Handheld ones there, so obviously the dangerous bit's there, and then you've got the stick to hold. They're a bit different, and some nice non-standard colours. I suppose if you're a Blackpool fan, you could have orange, black. I suppose if you're playing some kind of airsoft or something, maybe you're allowed those kind of things. I don't know. It might be something to consider. Oh, I missed that compound there. That's been out a while now. Fireworks show 256. I'm pretty sure that's all 30mm. Yeah, I think it is from memory. So you've got a 4-minute display, massive impact. Light it once and leave it. I'll get the QR code if you want to have a look at the. Try and hold it steady. Got massive selection of selection boxes there. Dynasty's a good one. Had that one a year or two ago. Got a nice little purple and yellow cake in it. Really nice. And then Sovereign and Emperor, they've got more cakes in them as well as the smaller stuff, and there's some right good variation in the cakes, I have to say, and you won't find them sold separately either, so you have to buy the entire box. Obviously Emperor is the best one. There's a couple of doubles in Emperor, but not many, and I can't comment on those. You've got the smaller ones as well if you're on got a slightly smaller garden or on a bit of a budget. I've got pretty much everything though. Nice to see some slightly newer ones. The newer ones are Wizard Tricks, Final Fantasy, Rules and Sorcery. They're the newer ones in the range. And then we've got fountains here. With it being middle of winter, so we've got Frosty the Snowman there. His eyes and mouth light up. It's got nice little arms that come out as well. Fan effect of showers of sparks. You've got Goblin there, that's got light up eyes and mouth. And then you've got Afterglow, which is great duration. 90 seconds for £15. I think that's great. Got these slightly smaller ones here, so you've got Glowing Lantern. And Trickster, they're quite crackly if you like those kind of things. You got some novelty fountain here, so that's got a strobe flash type effect, as well as a fountain. That's something a bit different. And then this one here, this is phenomenal value because you get 180 seconds for £15. That is an absolute gem. I recommend that one. Then you've got, that one's actually quite ferocious as well, as I remember, Dragonfire. It's got the light up eyes as well, but quite bright as I remember as well, so good pyro inside it. And then you've got a mine here, Blue Star Eruption, never had that one from Hallmark, it's been out a good while. You've got your Gold Rush mines here. Got a nice whistle stage to them before they detonate as well, so there's a bit of anticipation, when is it going to explode, and then boom, up goes the main cartridge, and you get a nice, one's like crackle and the other's sort of like a green stars with willows, quite nice. You've got the Vampire Fountain there, that's been out a while. It's not bad duration as well, 65 seconds, and it's only $5.94, so that's good value. This is a fairly new one as well, Lava Family. What I like about that one is got some non-standard colour in. So if you want some variation, just be aware that it's got quite ferocious crackle in. For me, they didn't all need to have crackle in, but I get it because they're all named after volcanoes, so they've got to have some kind of impact, I guess. So yeah, there's a bit of variation there, and again, for they're all about 20 to 30 seconds duration, so it's not bad actually, value for money there. You got your Crazy Clown with your light up eyes. Fantasia is a great little value mine / fountain. It's got about 3 different stages to it, and that's quite good. And you never know when they're quite coming as well, so it keeps your audience on its toes. Got Halo there, that's a great fountain. It's got some blues and yellows in it, really nice. And again, the price is fantastic. If you like your jelly bean type effect as well, you pay a bit more, but the colours and the fact that it's so unique, I think it's worth the extra money, to be honest. So jelly bean type effects, really nice, lovely colours, very vibrant. It's almost like neon type colours. And then you've got titanium down here, so yes, it's not bursting with colour, but what it does have is great height and really lovely pro level effects, as it says there. You've got like blue flame to the base and then lovely silver sparks that go quite high. It's really powerful. You've got Copper Rain, that's quite a nice different one. It's a shame it's sold out. And then its sister in the silver. I haven't fired that one, so I can't really comment. But 70 seconds for £8, not bad. Can't comment on the effects because I've never fired that one. Cobra Tail, that's just like a bangery type reel of they're like little bangers basically that go off. So you've got to unravel the thing and then hang it from something and off it goes. It's quite noisy. And then you got the Peacock Fountain here. That's great value for money. Lovely fan effects. Mixed effect colours as well. 60-second duration. Just make sure it's quite lightweight and the wind will hit it. So just make sure you prop those. They're great for the money. It's probably the best value in the shop. Don't be sort of put off by the tiny size. They've got great height to them. Really nice. And again, as traffic cones, you got a red, a yellow and a green. There's some sparklers there. Vivid Zone brand there. You got the legacy ones. They've got nice. I think they're silver and gold. Chrome ones. And then we've got, I think it's just shot tubes now. So Cannon Strikes from TNT, nice big bore size, 5 shots. You can fire them individually, or you can get some kind of rack together and put some cable ties on to angle them. Got Magic Stars there, slightly smaller but more varied effects as I remember. Some nice colours in there, yeah, some purple, nice to see. Some shot tubes there. Each one's got a different effect, as I remember. Air Patrol. I tend not to fire these, to be honest. I prefer cakes because you've got to keep going back and lighting them, but I suppose you could fuse them together if you wanted. Whizbang were quite good. Had them a few years ago. And then wheel wise, so yeah, it's only really the Whiz wheel now. £8. It's not bad value for money. It's quite good effects, but not quite on the par with 6 Foot Sparkle, but unfortunately that is no longer with us. So I hope you found that video informative anyway. My voice is about to give up, and the wind is absolutely crazy here for midwinter. You can probably hear it. But yeah, a nice shop tour ready for New Year's Eve. I'm going to pick up my bits now and brave the elements and head back home. So thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.